Greetings, gentle viewers. Man, it has been quite a ride up to this point. In fact, I feel like we should take the first 30 minutes of this episode and reminisce about the entire first part of the game.
Oh my god! No, we're not doing that! Though I like how you said reminisce about the first part of the game. Are you saying that, like, we're clearly at the very end. Are you saying that the second part of the game starts now?
I suppose it did phrase it that way. My apologies.
You're such a loser. We're the Bittersweet Gamers.
We square.
No, you're a loser.
Oh,
I'm the opinionator.
shut up.
I guess we could reminisce a little bit.
Nope.
Hey.
So we changed Shido's heart, and nothing changed because we talked about all that last time. And I mean, we saw it coming a long time ago too.
Right.
For pretty much the exact same reasons. Nah. Okay.
Was that your reminiscing?
Yeah, I've done reminisced out now. What about you?
Don't look at me.
Okay.
Actually, never mind. You must be tired.
No. If you want to level up your Confidant to max, please.
Just say it, cat. You have been pussyfooting around this for quite some time, and we've been yelling at you for it too.
Now I'm mad I didn't think of that.
Honestly, you're amazing. There's definitely something special about you.
Yes, it's this long-nosed man in a blue jail set. Don't ask.
You dodge everything the enemies throw at you like it's your destiny.
That's because of Michael.
At first, I just thought you were going to be a useful tool for me. But now this is where I belong.
Yeah, he does belong. He's our cat. Stay here forever.
I don't know. That's not paying attention to what Morgana wants.
That is true. I guess maybe the top one?
That is very much the way we normally act and normally respond. Well, are you sad about that? I'm glad you're here, Morgana. Are you?
Well, maybe in regard to this attic place.
Yeah, me too.
But this is where I want to be.
Excellent.
Well, you're my cat. Just stay that way.
It's not like me to say all that embarrassing stuff.
You do have a problem with not saying anything to anybody about your own problems, but then again, I mean, look at Gino.
Yeah.
Gino doesn't say anything to anybody about anything.
Yeah.
But still, I think it's fine. For tonight, at least.
Don't you talk like that.
Well, this is good.
I'm really curious who it's going to be.
But you know, Morgana always talks like this every time there's, like, he's really worried about stuff. But he is very clearly worried that he is about to die.
Or something, yeah.
Or lose his mind, or lose everything that's important to him.
Right.
Bye, Zoro!
We'll miss you.
Well, if the others are anything to go by, we probably will. What on earth?
Kamen Rider?
That's exactly what I was thinking!
Hermes!
Burns within me.
All right.
Or
Mercurius.
Same guy, different name.
Okay, no, that is clearly the most awesome-looking player persona in this game. I mean,
he's got the winged sandals and he's got Caduceus, the medical staff. That's how I knew he was Hermes.
Yeah. And despite having, like, wings for a face, it is clearly clearly an homage to Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
We approve.
I like the heavy gauntlets.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll look at this in a minute. Man, we have really needed Evade Elec for some time. Strong to light, too.
Yeah. Technically, it's blessed. I'm just saying.
Well, you're right.
We should rest in preparation for tomorrow.
Man, I hope you make it, kitty.
Right? And now we're gonna get Igor's, huh?
He's repelled such an ordeal, and this guy's still not being rewarded for it? If gods really do exist, they're being too hard on him.
Aww.
Interesting how Morgana actually, you know, he's normally a really selfish and self-centered guy.
We've grown a lot.
Yeah.
That was a fruitless delight, inmate.
We gave you words of praise,
but we take them all back.
What? We maxed out every Confidant league. Screw you.
We changed Shido's heart. It's not our fault that it didn't fix everything.
Right?
The source of what was hindering your rehabilitation.
Yeah?
To think it would be the ignorant masses to which you tried to prove your integrity.
Yeah?
Did they themselves not show elation for those who are unseen?
Yeah?
So, isn't this kind of creepy?
Very creepy, yes.
On the one hand, I mean, he's right. But,
The fickle masses.
I mean, they've been very fickle and certainly worthy of condemnation. But I just can't join in on this, like, beat up all the common people, they're all worthless, only somebody wise and noble like myself is above them and worthy of telling everyone what to do, which has to be... I mean, isn't that Shido?
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime people start talking like that, it really gets on my nerves.
Despite all that, they now say you do not exist. They toyed with you, yet none take responsibility.
If he was the one who gave Akechi his powers, maybe he's talking like this to try and test us and make sure we don't actually go down that path.
Or maybe he gave Akechi those powers on purpose. I can't not look at this and think it's a little suspicious or even sinister. Now, hopefully I'm wrong.
Right.
But the way it's framed, it's like, hey, what are you saying? Akechi got that app.
That's true.
So...
The distortion of man's world is endlessly deep.
Come on, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think he's trying to make sure we don't follow the path of Akechi. I think he's trying to make sure that we do what it is he wants. He's really come a long way since 4, that's for sure.
Fixing it may now be impossible, even with the appearance of a trickster.
Master?
Yeah, even them!
It seems this is the limit of humanity.
Is Igor going to be the final boss?
That's exactly what I was about to say. What is going on?
The time of ruin is nigh.
Did humanity not pass your test or something?
One due to the distortion of man's own heart, from which none can escape.
Oh!
This is the last big heist for the Phantom Thieves. You and everyone else, you've all grown so much. No, this is no time to get sentimental. We're gonna end this on a bang! All right, let's go! I hope that choice wasn't important.
Probably not.
Good morning.
It's finally time. You think it'll go well? We don't have a choice, it has to.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'll say. But like the lack of confidence in the simple battle power, there is no reason for the thieves to act like that.
Right.
So yeah, it'll go just fine, whether we can accomplish our goal or not.
Right. It's something only we can do. See you at the usual place after school. I'll tell everyone to come.
I don't know, now I'm paranoid about that.
Maybe Igor was just trying to, I don't know, impress upon us the severity of the situation?
Hey, check out the nav.
I mean, part of me feels like, despite everything, I want to hold on to the belief that he's still trying to help in
Igor,
some way.
right?
Igor, yes.
No, I agree.
He's just being really freaking suspicious about it.
It's just really strange. Akechi himself admitted that the app appeared and that's how he was able to do what he did. Igor needs to answer for that. Even if he's not the one who gave the app, then he needs to say so.
Well, if only our main character was someone who asked questions and didn't just accept things because he's silent.
The door to the depths of mementos has been opened.
Wait, does that mean... We're really gonna do this, right? Of course.
There's no other option.
I suppose this is our final dungeon, though I'm sure there's going to be something else. Whether it's a dungeon or not, I couldn't say, but...
Why are you asking now?
Well, I just thought, what am I gonna do if you guys freak out and bail on me?
More the opposite.
Right.
What are you guys going to do if I freak out and bail on you? Or...
We're going to erase mementos, aren't we? Come on, let's go, you guys.
Well, there's no guarantee that taking the treasure would erase mementos. I mean...
It's got to. If if it is a big palace...
That's true.
It's the public's palace.
Sure seems hyped up.
I'm just wondering if maybe because it's so big and sort of
Say,
extant, that it might just hang around anyway, but...
That would be terrible.
I know.
Though it may, because, well, it's not like the metaverse is just going to be gone.
Right.
Because we still have whatever comes after this. Because there is going to be something that comes after this.
And it's not like the metaverse is Mementos. Mementos is in the metaverse.
Yeah, this is clearly the same... Although this is the first time it's called the metaverse, it's clearly the TV world from Persona 4.
Yeah.
isn't Mona-chan behaving a little odd?
Thank you, Haru. Thank you for noticing. Of course you would notice something about Morgana.
You know, you're right.
I never pay attention to him after all.
Yeah. I shouldn't have brought that up. Shall we get going?
No, it's important to keep in mind.
Oi!
Wait.
Yes, dump us in the very first area and we'll go all the way through.
No!
The more I look at Mercurius, the better. For one, I like the name instead of just Mercury or Hermes. Like, this is just so great. It kind of has like a bell-bottom spandex thing going. Like, really, this is just the best-looking Persona in this game, I think. At a bare minimum, one of the best, without exception. Just the gloves, like the balance, like the crummy little cape. And like the balance of the foot wings with the cape. Like, I normally don't really like foot wings, but this really works.
I think they're platform shoes too.
Yeah, I can't really, oh wait. Oh yes, they are. So it's like Disco Kamen Rider with what appears to be an Ankh with cat ears. I mean, I don't think it's like the male-female symbol because there's two things on top.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, carrying the Caduceus. Just glorious. Glorious. The Roman god of travelers and thieves. I didn't know that he was a god of thieves.
I don't recall that from his Hermes.
A diverse god, he's seen as a symbol of the human unconscious and the mental world, equated with the philosopher's stone. My god, really?
That's not any kind of foreshadowing or anything.
Well, clearly, we had like an immature understanding of Hermes or Mercury or whatever, because this seems kind of like one of the ultimate Persona.
Right?
Conveniently, it is. Sweet. All right. So, since we're here in Mementos, we took a few minutes to go find Crystal Skull and Hope Diamond. Wanted Hope Diamond because of these Automa. So now, by starting with Attis, the entire party gets every buff. That should be good. No matter what happens, that should be a great way to start, don't you think?
I agree.
So, in so doing, I was like, I don't know anything at all about Attis, and he sure is interesting looking. And I mean, the background, I didn't really know too much about Phrygia, to be honest. So we took a few minutes to read up on it. It's kind of interesting. So basically, this guy, right? Phrygia is it's like modern day Turkey. It was a region in what was known at the time of the Roman Empire time.
Right.
It was known as Anatolia, Turkey. And Phrygia was like a section there.
Right.
And earlier they had been like really, really powerful. So anyway, Attis, right? This says he rejected Sibel's love and was driven mad, dying after he castrated himself. Well, what had happened is he was a youth, the son of a demon.
Right?
Who had incredibly beautiful, luxurious hair. And so Sibel, the mother of the gods, fell in love with him solely based on that hair. Attis's father grew jealous when Attis and Sibel were about to be married, so he inflicted Attis with madness. Since he was driven mad, then Attis castrated himself and died.
As gods tend to do. Drive people mad, not castrate themselves and die.
Yes, that's a really important
I
distinction.
felt like I needed to clarify that.
So then, this says Sibel resurrected him. I'm no expert on any type of mythology, let alone Phrygia, which I didn't even know anything about until, 30 minutes ago? So, this says Sibel resurrected him. According to what we read, Sibel supposedly went to Zeus.
And Zeus gave him an undying, unrotting body.
Right, and anyway, then there was stuff about him, growing as a tree and being raised by a goat, which is why he has those horns.
Oh.
It's like either from the goat or because his father was just a straight-up demon.
Yeah.
And so anyway, as we were reading this, although I don't quite know what to make of all the bandages...
Right?
Because he's like life and... this says right here, symbolizes life, death, and revival.
Right.
Like a god of vegetation, the spring, renewing. So I don't really know what that has to do with bandages and, missing... invisible body parts. I mean, I guess you could say his waist or the lack thereof is as a result of the castration, but as far as I was aware, castration does not typically include the...
chopping off one's legs?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going. I was going to say it in a slightly different way, but anyway, a knife for, the castration, the horns, the hair, the kind of pretty boy thing underneath, all that really makes sense. A lot of thought was put into this.
And we appreciate that.
I realize that they're all like this. It's just this time we decided to take a few moments to do it. We don't intend to use this guy offensively, but with Repel Physical, Spellmaster, the autos, Debilitate, and Salvation, it's this seems good. Seems good. I'm not going to get another crazy super death ultimate persona like Satan, because the game is easy enough.
Right.
But I figured since I'd been wanting and had already planned to do this with Attis,
to get the auto mods on him.
may as well do it. It's funny how he was even our ace in the hole against a Reaper. We'd considered, and even mentioned to you guys earlier, about the idea of us talking about the persona in more of a scripted video. Where we discuss a couple of them after actually having done some research instead of just, saying some junk off the top of our heads.
Right.
Again, if you guys are interested in something like that, let us know. We're kind of considering what we're going to be doing in the future. And so if there is any desire to see something like that, we'd appreciate any kind of feedback. And we're not going to waste our time with it if nobody really wants to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just use that time to do more games, for instance. Anyway.
Hey, so this shit here is that door to the depths, right? It should be. Why? What's wrong? I don't know. Looks just like all the other ones. I was thinking it's a little disappointing. Maybe we worked too hard to get down here or something.
The lack of unforeseen circumstances is nothing to complain about. Let us continue.
Something like a demonic bellhop or something.
This is kind of unusual that... I don't know, I'm kind of with Muji on this. A demonic bellhop? What, like The Shining or something?
Oh!
For real?
The hell is this?
For real?
It's some big fossil-looking thing. Is that the treasure?
What is that?
I don't know.
And look at the side, you can see the people walking out here.
Yeah. It's like the sides are lined with, trains.
Yeah. Wait, look on the side. It's the train running down to Mementos. So this is where that crowd of people was trying to reach?
Don't tell me.
People are walking in and out of there, so the other side of the wall must be... Wait, it's not a wall, but a giant door? Guess that means the treasure's not here. Come on, let's stay focused. And it's serious when I'm saying that.
Can I also say, this is not the first time that I've criticized the sound design of Persona 5.
Maybe they shouldn't be playing this music here?
Yes, shouldn't it maybe be something a little more serious?
Sinister?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Is this thing seriously a door? How are we supposed to get past? Oh, that's convenient.
I guess if you can get down here, then you
Yeah.
have the qualifications to get past it.
Now this is what I was talking about. I mean, if you kind of look on the door, it kind of looks like an Evangelion.
It opens straight away, nerd. I bet that means the inner depths the meta-nav was talking about before are right ahead.
Hold on. The door only opens from this side.
What do you mean?
The door only opens from this side. Well, I took a quick peek at the mechanism inside the door.
Do we need to worry about it as a mechanism, though?
What if we can't escape Mementos
No, that's
while it
exactly
collapses? Yeah.
exactly what she's talking about. But this is Mementos. Do we need to worry about a physical mechanism? And the cat is attacking.
And so, having dealt with the aggression of the kitty cat, it's time to continue. And it looks like you can only open it from here. We can get in, but nothing can get out.
Go homes exist.
That's the kind of thinking that leads to... I don't know if that's really a spoiler at
It's
this
not
point.
a spoiler. It's not a spoiler at this point. This is 2018.
That's the kind of thinking that leads to why couldn't Aerith just come back?
But you mean to use a phoenix down
Yeah.
on the dead characters in Final Fantasy? Well, for one, when they go down, the item phoenix down cures KO.
Oh, that's a fair point.
But in any case, this is a cognitive world, right? And the item only works in the metaverse, right?
That's fair.
So shouldn't that actually make a difference?
It should, yes.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
It's as though whatever lies within has been locked away.
Wait, so you're saying that the people going in there are choosing a life of imprisonment? I've never felt such eeriness before. What is this place?
I know, right? This music is totally creeping me out.
Ryuji, was that an attempt at sarcasm?
I don't know what that means.
We'll find out once we reach the depths. Come on, let's go. In all seriousness, and forgetting about the can we really escape, does Mementos really have a mechanism, and why can't you use a go-home? Forgetting junk like that and not reacting to this yet because, oh god, this is terrible. If I understand this correctly, the people, like the public, whoever it is, be it all of Japan or just Tokyo or whatever, all of Japan I would assume, that's affected by Mementos, like, or maybe even the whole world, I guess, and thinking about plans to use the metaverse to...
Yeah.
like to, craft foreign policy through palace invasions.
It would kind of have to affect everyone, or they couldn't do that.
Yeah. So the public is voluntarily coming to, like, in their collective unconscious, they are voluntarily going to the center of Mementos at night.
Yes.
Or I mean,
Giving
not
up their-
necessarily at night.
Giving up their agency.
Whenever, yeah, they're voluntarily succumbing to like an oppressive, controlling collective unconscious.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what they're-
That's what it seems to be saying.
Yeah. It's so creepy.
I know, this music, right?
So those strange pipes tunneling through Mementos were originating down here after all. I have been considering this for some time, but they remind me somewhat of veins. By the way, why isn't any of the Memento stuff ever voiced?
Right?
I mean, it's not my intention to just sit and kick the game around at
I mean,
this
because
point.
this isn't an optional Mementos trip. We have to do this.
And isn't this the introduction to the dang final dungeon?
Right?
Why isn't this part more dramatic? Is it because of exposition? There has been like 2-hour-long voiced scenes. They can spare 3 minutes for exposition, right?
I agree with you. I don't agree with throwing your controller on the ground.
It's just gotten me completely.
I mean, those things are expensive. We may be rolling in yen, but controllers are hard to get.
Oi! Man, I wish I could use video game currency in the real world. More importantly, you idiots! What's up with the scenery? What kind of distortion is this?
Anchan scolded us.
I mean, what does everyone think this world is? Calm down, Lady An. The treasure is definitely here, and that's what's important now. And I can sense something else. A tremendous... Why am I even trying? Why do I even live? I can't hold the controller. I can't talk. All I can do is research gods that kill themselves by castration. Just,
That's a very particular skill set you've developed.
You know why? It's because I'm criticizing the music, and my own subconscious is trying to sabotage me for saying something bad about a game that we've been Let's Playing for 10 months. And I can sense something else, a tremendous presence that's coming from much deeper within.
But
I don't know that I want to find out what that may be, but we must harden our resolves. It's time to head for the depths. So do we just jump down, or
This looks really awesome. Why couldn't this have been introduced in a... Okay, I'll pay if I keep talking. Oh.
Come on, man.
Whoa, shit, there's a ton of them gathered here.
Looks like they're all trying to get past that door. But why is it so crowded?
It looks like the door is keeping them all out. We'll have to try and look for another way in.
Incidentally, since we don't spend much time in Mementos in the videos because it's just like grindy dungeon, which, by the way, I'm glad Mementos is in the game the way it is. I think it's really nice. It like sort of solves a lot of the problems that Persona 3 and Persona 4's dungeons had.
Yeah.
And still lets them use kind of the framework that they had. But anyway, because of that, there's a lot of stuff we haven't gotten to see. Like the symbols that occasionally appear in Mementos, like, the one on that door back there. This one, maybe not quite so much, but they do sort of look like the Sephiroth, don't they?
They do.
And considering that the names of the different paths are the different branches of the Sephiroth.
Right.
Then, like, it only makes sense. Just a neat detail.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think they're all saying something. Reunion. Sorry, we talked about Aerith and now Sephiroth. I had to throw it in there.
Don't those sort of... I can't tell if they're protruding or not. Don't they kind of look just a little bit like eggs? I think that's just a visual distortion.
I think I see what you mean. Yeah, I think it's, like you said, just a visual distortion.
I mean, this place really looks like, the bowels of hell. Go! Oh my gosh! I'm getting a bad feeling from this place. I wonder why. I have no idea.
Could it be the dragon skeletons coming out of the walls?
The shadows out front were trying to get in here, right? What could it be?
Focus.
Look at that.
Oh my god! That is terrifying. Did you think... Oh, I guess those aren't dragon skeletons, but certainly giant bones of some description.
Bones, veins, the body of the public. Mm-hmm. Sort of like eggs, fossils.
What is this place? Are those chains on them?
Huh!
Is this a prison?
Who's captured here?
Technically speaking, I would say it's someone's shadow. They're saying something.
Come on, don't be out there and come on in.
Don't open the cells, okay? I have no intention of leaving this place.
And everyone wants to have... I suppose it's everyone wants to take the easy way out.
Yeah, let other people make their decisions for them.
They feel safe being here? What are you saying? You're being kept in a prison.
This reminds me of Kamoshida's castle. They're like the slaves we saw there.
They're not being kept in a prison. They came here on their own and they clearly enjoy it.
That's right. This place is the best in the end. In the depths within is a system that grants desires.
What the heck? Like Mammon or something like that?
A system that grants desires?
Oh man, I am definitely rubbing my palms together in anticipation of breaking this down after we beat up the boss.
Right?
Something like that exists? Here?
For real?
It's no use. You can't reason with these people.
I mean, they're not people, for one.
Distorted.
No, they are.
Just like the scenery here.
These are real people's shadows.
Yeah, okay, they're not cognitive
You end up
beings.
searching for stuff or being troubled because you're outside the prison.
It's just so easy to be told what to
There
do.
are things you don't need to know to live on.
Living in ignorance.
Things like the details on the system. The locked quarantine cell.
Quarantine cell?
Oh! Is that so?
Yeah?
The Velvet Room. Isn't that kind of like a quarantine cell?
Hey!
Is Igor going to be the final boss?
What is this, like disposing of Igor? Is there even gonna be another persona? No, it can't be like that, but this...
Quarantine? Who's locked in there?
I like that they're carrying this whole jail prison theme all the way to the end. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Supposedly a great and truly dangerous criminal. But who would want to check a place like that?
What if Igor is the one locked in there?
Maybe.
Because if you think about it, you can leave.
That is a good way to put it. That very well could be the case, but just pretending Igor doesn't exist for the moment.
Okay.
A great and truly dangerous criminal. What does that mean?
Well, it would be a criminal by their perception.
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Somebody who defies the system. But even the system is artificial. They all defied it until it existed.
Uh-huh.
Come now. We don't have to chat like this. Why not come inside?
No thanks.
Huh? Mona?
Oi, oh no. No. Bad Morgana.
Why are you out and about? Where are your restraints?
Is there a problem, sir?
Removing your restraints is not allowed.
So
well, how about we remove your mask, you big dum-dum?
So the final dungeon is a prison.
Yeah.
And we have to break everyone here out of prison.
Outsiders must be eliminated.
No! My favorite persona!
Melchizedek, huh?
Everyone, hang in there!
Pagan savior!
Yeah, so Melchizedek, both Billy and I, totally independently, in Persona 4, used him as like basically
an endgame,
like one
persona.
of the best personas that we had, like our main one.
Godhead.
I really do like that pagan savior. If I understand it correctly, and I'm not going to like sit and blather on and on about this, but I'll start with just one. One is good.
You null nuke, so even if it did reflect it.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that kind of screws them more than it does us, because there's more of us.
As I was saying,
Calm down.
If I remember correctly, Melchizedek is like from the Book of Enoch, which was like one of these controversial, generally not considered canonical books in Judaism, I guess.
Right.
I think that's it. So anyway, pagan savior, like that's really nice. It's just like a lot of the details, just like with Attis design.
Right.
It's very cool. I appreciate it.
Oh god, there it is!
Here they come. It's freaking Rocket Punch. Well, a reverse Rocket Punch. Didn't it? You're supposed to punch with the fist.
With the knuckle part, yes.
Not the elbow. Rocket elbow drop? That's neat.
Take that!
Okay, and did you see how it looked? Mercurius, excellent.
Time for me to... Nope, I better not say it. Ah, see, because I didn't say it, it didn't happen.
Good job, Muji!
Alright, I learned Agniestra did that thing. Yeah. Speaking of God Hand...
I like how Billy has completely become Ryuji at this point. Man, Ryuji really peaks at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That was careless of us. It should be no surprise that a prison has guards.
Wait a sec. This is everyone's palace, right? Not like Kamoshida's castle.
Right?
Who's keeping these people here?
They are, apparently.
Mona-chan?
You have been awfully quiet.
Now.
Yeah.
I've seen this place before.
To the surprise of nobody, including yourself.
Right.
Hold on, though. It wasn't open until we came here today.
Or to the surprise of everybody, though how are you gonna take for granted the existence of a talking...
Right?
Of a talking cat?
Sorry, it's just a sense I'm getting. Still, it feels like I'm really close to remembering something important.
Huh. Is Morgana gonna be the last boss?
Aha! Morgana was sent by the prisoner in the quarantine
here was
cell.
what you wanted from the beginning.
Right?
Yeah, okay, no, that's it. That's it. That...
He was sent out to gather other phantom thieves and have them penetrate mementos to help him.
Now, as for who it is, well, I mean, maybe it's Morgana.
Possibly. It could be... Morgana could be his shadow. Whoever it is.
I mean, Morgana clearly is... he's always said he's a human, he's a human. But from the dreams, he's clearly like a shadow cognitive fusion thingamy.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, it's enough to have a persona, but like, he doesn't have these memories. He's not...
Yeah.
I've always been suspicious that he's a human.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta keep moving on.
On top of that, I'm curious to know who the ruler of this place is.
And that's the only thing that makes sense, since Morgana has always... he suspiciously appeared in a palace, but he's always been trying to promote the idea of stealing treasures in palaces.
That's right.
So you could actually make something like this happen.
Yeah, you're right. Wait, what about these people?
Nothing we can do for him till we take down the palace.
They'll be taken care of if we erase mementos.
Hey, it's dangerous to keep standing around here. Let's get going.
But is the person in the quarantine room the ruler of mementos?
That'd be interesting if that was the case.
Well, no, I mean, I think it is not. This is really creepy.
I assume you're talking about everything but the music.
Show me your true form.
Hey, we got Moloch.
I've never even seen Moloch.
Oh, it's that guy.
Hey! From the opening of the game, a robot bull with a tail cannon. All right, Ryuji, use Agnyastra!
Gesundheit!
Say it for me, Ryuji!
Agnyastra! Oh, it's Meteors!
Oh yeah, when I see that, I definitely think of physical attacks. Just like Shiva's riot gun, They call it riot gun, but it's like lightning bolts striking from the sky. Well, where else would they strike from?
All right.
Technically, lightning comes from the ground.
Billy! Bill Yuji!
Bill Yuji! Technically, lightning comes from the ground,
Yes. Yes, I know.
I do find it interesting it does have a security level.
I was about to say that. I mean, what's gonna happen if it fills up?
Do we fail?
Do we get kicked out? How can we be? Work hard, struggle, pursue a faint glimpse of happiness. Is any of that really necessary? The world is already complete. There's nothing left to do.
The hell? Is this some kind of prison cell too?
Plus there are those blood vessel things coming down into it.
And the light's going up out of it, so it's sucking him dry.
Yeah. Like sucking the life out of the public.
What is this? Joker, try activating it with a kick! Whoa, what the hell? What's going on?
That looks really cool.
Calm down, it doesn't seem like it's a trap or anything. Try touching it again, Joker.
It's back to normal. What is this, some type of puzzle room?
There seems to be more to this prison, but right now this is a dead end for some reason.
Are we gonna leave?
What?
Then this must be a security system. Will we be able to proceed if we disable it?
Probably. I'll need you to look at it a little more, though. Do it again, Joker. It looks like touching it turns it back off, so it can't be that dangerous, right?
Okay, so it's just a puzzle. I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh
now
yeah,
try
I'm
walking
gonna.
around.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a different color. So the
Yes,
color,
yes.
puzzle.
Come on, let's go.
All right, make the floor blue. You bet. I mean, I've already messed this one. Oh, okay, no, it works that way. So, oh crud.
You shouldn't have stepped off it.
Hey.
I mean, what do you want?
This is the first one, you know?
Whoa! We made it blue!
And then we step on it and resets everything.
That would really suck. Oh, what is that?
Whoa, it opened! You did it!
Da da da
That
da!
device is not only a switch, but also the wall that's blocking our path.
That's a pretty. Oh my god, I don't care! I get it! I didn't mean to skip that though.
Oh, I didn't think it, I thought it would just initiate a battle.
We deserved that. That's fine though. Oh, that isn't good. Considering how awful this is, this really kind of worked out pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, forget this. It's just gotten too bad.
Follow Joker's lead.
Because confidants just make you so strong.
They do.
Well, we deserved it for crapping all over it like that. Let's try this
suppose
again.
so.
Okay.
Go hide somewhere.
Ah! He came back quick.
Be careful.
Oh.
Everyone's in danger.
But it's okay. We've got Futaba.
We don't need to be competent. We just have to wait for Futaba to fix things. Ah, time to confess to calamity I can bear.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh dang.
It didn't work.
Let's withdraw.
He was just like, oh, forget this. Huh. That's the first time Warning Shot didn't get us a persona.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish.
Go down.
Oh my god.
That was pleasant.
That name was not misnomered.
Do you remember when we had to worry about enemies' weaknesses?
I do. That was such a long time ago.
It really was. Now it's just, we'll kill him with whatever. It doesn't really matter that much.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, it's not like I've even gotten a really scary persona.
That shouldn't have worked.
One enemy. It isn't a major threat.
And we certainly don't have any of the really scary, like, ultimate equipment.
That's true. I think it'd be funny if we ambushed one of them and they used Thermopylae.
That would be hilarious! So it used Revolution, right?
Yep.
So if the enemy uses Revolution and Morgana is in the team,
then you win.
Okay, that does look really silly using Miracle Punch, but so it goes. Mind control!
Excellent!
Oh, Hama boost. Though unlike Persona 4, that hasn't turned out to be particularly relevant.
Right? He was my Hama owner and physical smasher.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's what he had. And that's great. I feel like we've spent, in this episode, I feel like I've spent a lot of time blathering on about this or that type of mythology.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I kind of realized that we're nearing the end of Persona, and I won't really have too much of a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Also, I've been really interested in it lately. I guess I'll never fight Moloch. Oh well.
Such a foolish group. Your actions will change nothing. All of this is going to end soon anyway. You might as well patiently await your demise.
It's all gonna end? What is he saying?
Something, something, something ruin.
I mean, is it sort of like the entropic destruction of the world? Kind of seems that way, right?
Yeah. I'm sure if enough people if enough people sort of get suckered into this, then it's just going to be awful.
Enough people? Isn't it everybody? Just about?
Maybe. There's still people outside.
I guess I ought to pay attention a little bit and not just run straight through everything.
I'm pretty sure the voodoo ladies are strong against fire.
Yeah, Attis repels physical, remember?
I know.
Isn't it pathetic?
Oh, dang!
No, that's amazing!
Oh!
See, I never bothered making any of these personas, so the least I can do is just negotiate them all here at the end.
Well, no, I thought she downed someone who was already down.
Ta-da!
Yay! Nebrios.
Nebulos. Nebzero.
Nebula.
Nebulon.
Ned Flanders?
I like the doll.
Yeah.
Ah, the General of Hell. There are standards, laws, rules, manners, common sense. Following those things is the only correct way of living. What is there to be confused about? Anyone who can't do that is just an outcast. All you really have to do is obey the rules. How pathetic. He should be more aware of his own situation.
Jeez.
So everybody here, this is... Okay, I was really worried that this was going to start to get really preachy.
Uh-huh.
And not moralistic, but like lose some nuance.
Right.
But talking to these different people... It's somewhere. It's sort of like everyone is trapped in their own prison.
Right.
It's not saying that one type of thinking or one point of view is a prison, but that everyone, no matter what their point of view or the way they operate, is in their own prison here. And I really appreciate that. Man, I'm all sitting here thinking about the palace, right?
You're making this way too difficult on yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the palace, okay? I'm trying to talk about the palace. All right? Now I go bip. Now I go bip. Now I go arg. I'm gonna kill everything. How about that? What? You like that? Do you like that? Okay, fine. Then I'll quit freaking thinking about anything. Does that make things better for you?
Oh, do we have to activate it again? Okay.
Man, you just wait till the next time you're distracted.
Yeah. I relish it. In the long term, your struggles will transform into nourishment. All you need to do is endure.
Did you say endure?
Endure.
Also, is this me?
No matter how much they beat or kick you, it is all for your own self-benefit in the end. If anything, I should feel thankful. This is exactly what I deserve.
Oh God, this is me 10 years ago. It hurts hearing this. I know. I had the exact same mindset in the past. This has gotten creepy.
Okay, I'll reveal your true form.
Well, I mean, after having fought the Reaper and gained so many levels, it only makes sense. But, you know, at this point, I don't really care about fighting battles. I want to fight bosses.
Yeah.
But just randos in a palace. I mean, who cares? So, a place where you are imprisoned by your own individual faults, your own fears and worries, and through that, on the outside, you come into being less thoughtful, more prone to just accept everything that you're given, easier to be controlled.
Right.
No matter what type of person you are, your own imprisonment is certain. With it's one of these and I'm thinking about the palace again.
Finish your palace thought, then we can focus on the floor puzzle thought.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's it, but what would be the purpose of such a place? Did this just spring up out of nothingness? I highly doubt that.
It could be that maybe the individual in the quarantine cell created this for a different purpose, but it got away from him. He lost control because public cognition.
Something that I was kind of leaning towards is perhaps in some ways this is what the public wished for. Something simple.
Well, when you think about it, they were all rallying about Shido and how Shido was going to take care of all their problems.
Right. Ta-da!
Yay!
Yeah, and the fact that Shido is the penultimate guy, and was like essentially he had nobody's best interest in mind except his own, not even his followers. I mean, the ship was a terrible thing. Like, the world was, he was openly viewing like the rest of the world as lost, as a wasteland, as nothingness. And that was going to be the result of his perfect rule where everybody does what he says.
Yeah.
So it was like open contempt for everything.
Ooh.
Sort of in a sense, like people are wishing for their own destruction.
Yeah. Whoa, what the shit?
Hence the kind of entropy thing.
Mm-hmm.
It truly seems to go on ad infinitum. Where does it lead? I never expected there would be this much here, for some reason. But the treasury's presence is getting stronger. We're going in the right direction for sure.
Down the spine of the world into hell?
Yeah, pretty much.
This way!
Get in!
Oh, he's transformed.
What? That was it?
I was hoping for a big dramatic build-up.
Or even just a little one.
A chamber looks promising.
It kind of had that boss room look about it, didn't it?
Or at least mini-boss.
What? You're...
Huh?
Shida!
Really?
Well, we didn't kill his shadow.
No, we should be able to run into everyone down here. So now that he's been,
Since...
I wonder if it's just coincidence that they're in the same place.
Madarame.
Kanashiro's over here.
I kind of wasn't expecting that half or more would be here, though.
Right?
Is President Okumura here too?
No, he is.
Father isn't around anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, it's okay. More importantly, look there.
I really like the way that she said that.
Yeah.
It was like kind of stern, but not cruel or angry.
Right.
And still kind of restrained, which, I mean, Haru is nothing if not restraint.
That's true.
And Shido, even.
Shido.
The hell's going on? These guys should have had a change of heart from their palaces disappearing.
But then that means that their shadows would be absorbed by the public consciousness.
Or apparently, at the very least, you wouldn't be immune to it.
Right.
You might even be more vulnerable to it. So what about... I understand why the thieves aren't affected by this, because they have a persona.
Yeah.
But what about, say, the Confidants? Are we gonna run into, like, Mishima at all down here?
We probably should.
Because there's no special reason that they should be spared.
That's true.
Your bod's as great as always. Come on, come closer.
Huh.
You creep.
Well,
they seem to be regressing.
No. Remember, everybody down here is nothing but like an amalgamation of their worst aspects.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Kind of like this laziness, just sort of passive. Well, I mean, I said earlier that the members of the public went down here at night. I kind of was skipping some steps here, but it's like a dream, right? The collective unconscious is, if I understand it correctly, it's unconscious.
Yeah.
So that's why everybody's kind of in a dreamlike state, because this is clearly like the collective unconscious.
I'm joking. I don't want any more trouble.
Okay.
I finally get to live without having to think for myself now.
I mistakenly thought myself to be talented. Now I think I'm a fool for wanting too much.
I think you're right. These people would be more susceptible to it because they've had their desires crushed.
Yeah, Kamoshida was saying, I don't want to think for myself. Madarame is like, I don't want too much, because their desire was removed.
And they were
Go ahead.
And they were all like under such pressure normally.
They all really were under a lot of pressure. In the very beginning of the game, Morgana told the others that there was a great chance, like a great risk of death from what they were doing, and saying, like, is it really okay? It will permanently alter their personality. It will be irrevocable. And I mean, we had even spent some time like, is this really okay? Well, in the case of Kamoshida, this guy is an evil, murdering predator. It has to be stopped. But I mean, I was really worried about doing it to Madarame. Like, was that fair? Now it turns out that I was ultimately convinced. But the thing is since then, like, that showed us that changing hearts was okay, and so we didn't really worry about it from then on.
Yeah.
But here we're finally sort of seeing it's like it's circling back to that plot point, to the downside of having a heart change. I guess Futaba gets out of it because she awakened a persona.
It's no wonder people who can't take a hint get yelled at.
Because remember, when you, like, the persona is like your symbol of rebellion, right? Well, what are you rebelling against? Like this is what you're rebelling against. Like the way the game presents it, it's like it is your individuality. Like having, like, fully awakening to a persona is you saying like damn the system, this is who I am and my beliefs aren't going to change. And that's like the perspective that the game is coming at this from. And so with that strong sense of your own identity and your own desires, maybe desire is the wrong word considering palaces, but at least with that strong sense of your own identity, you are not susceptible to distortion.
Right. Well, a palace is a sign of a distorted desire, so I think using desire still works.
Like desire without distortion.
Yes.
The distortion is what the problem is.
Acting like a big shot. Who cares if I'm stupid?
I mean, if this is like essentially, and I'm not trying to cross my Jung and Freud here, okay? But I'm not a psychologist. I don't really know this stuff. Though playing this game has made me really want to, read Jung. Just because fascinating is all.
Yeah.
Oh, I derailed my own train of thought.
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me.
I don't want to cross my Jung and my Freud, but this is kind of like the shadow is kind of like the ego, and this is like where everyone's sort of unconscious ego, like maybe like your id. No, it'd be your ego. Well, I guess the game crosses Jung and Freud. Now that I think about it, I know I'm rambling, but I'm thinking about this in real time, so it comes out really disorganized.
Just put like a little hourglass icon cycling in the corner.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Processing.
So anyway, since we've damaged these people's egos, which again was for the best because they were awful, they were hurting other people, they were increasing suffering by a large amount, but because their ego is damaged.
Right. Well, if this place didn't exist, that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe. There may be more connotations to having your ego damaged than the game is letting on. Maybe. But thinking about it like that, sort of following that train of thought to the end, wouldn't that also mean that having awakened a persona, that's like Jung's incorporating your shadow, right?
Yeah.
It's like where you really fuse with the full part of yourself, the dark parts of yourself.
You accept it.
You accept it. You accept the darkness. You accept your faults. You accept your flaws. You understand who you are. So that's why that sort of keeps you, like that expression of your ego keeps you safe from this. Okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm thinking in real time, out loud, trying to make sense of what's going on.
Punished for being dumb. Nobody needs to strive to be more than they really are.
Because this is just horrible.
Yeah.
It's like stagnation, but like the worst kind of stagnation.
These people seem completely different than they were before.
Well, you changed their hearts.
I don't think it's because they had a change of heart, though. Wait. Have they chosen a life of captivity after they lost their distorted desires?
Maybe.
They seem like they're kind of saying it like that.
Unfortunately, Okumura isn't here with us.
Now that's interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
What does that mean? Like, they know that they're the people who've been changed by the Phantom Thieves? Though, to be fair, the Phantom Thieves are right here, so I guess that's true. Silly. Like,
they recognize them.
Of course they all know.
Kamoshida recognized An, yeah.
Yeah, of course they all know who the Phantom Thieves are, so...
Nothing can be done for the dead. I'm sorry.
And remember the stuff I was saying about Shido before, the things that were good about him? The first thing he does is remember Okumura. Because remember, I was saying that Shido, like, having all these people, all these cognitions in his palace, it was like he clearly thinks of all these people. Well, I mean, he hates them and thinks they're worthless. At least he did. But it's like that was his default skill set, and the way he thought about people was understanding a whole lot of them. Now that distortion is gone, the first thing he does is remember somebody else, think of another, and then think of somebody else, Haru, by apologizing to him. Like, that's impressive. Had Shido not had that distortion, how nice would that have been?
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Thank you for the details.
Yeah,
now, if you don't mind, what in the world is this place?
He'd be the person to ask.
It's supposedly called the Prison of Regression.
Regression?
Regression?
Yeah, that's
regression.
What I said.
More importantly, does this look like captivity to you? Why, it's the exact opposite. The utmost freedom is available to anyone who desires it here. This is the freedom to not make decisions. The release from having to think for yourself.
The release of living. The release from life.
It is far more marvelous than the country I wish to create.
Release from having to think? But that's...
This is incredibly silly, but I think at this point everybody has probably realized that I'm generally an incredibly silly person when it comes to this.
No.
I cannot get out of my head like Subete wa mu ni kais. Everything will be returned to nothingness. But I mean, this is everything will be returned to nothingness, right?
Yeah.
However, there are some fools who cannot stay put in this place. In other words, they are escaped convicts. Of course, I'm talking about our past selves.
Really?
Such people are segregated from this peaceful world and locked away in their own palace.
So those are the palace rulers.
Everyone in here?
I really gotta thank you for changing my heart. I got to come back here after all.
We sent him back here?
No. Don't.
I don't understand.
Do not. You had no idea.
Yeah, don't worry about this.
Yeah.
Just what have we been doing by using the cognitive world?
Messing around with things that you don't understand, but... I mean, you know what they say about good intentions, but the thing is there was real good that happened as a result of what they did. I can understand them being like, oh God, what have we been doing? We had no idea, and possibly this has been made worse by us screwing around. But on the other hand, look at all the people that they have saved. Look at all the lives they have protected. Look at all the livelihoods and families they've protected. What they did has always been right.
And they're also here to put a stop to this.
Yes. So they can't get too concerned. They can't be too consumed with guilt. But I don't feel like there's enough of all of that in everything I was saying, so dots.
We saved people. We saved each other too.
There you go, Persona 5. Presenting my thoughts much better than me.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Having the freedom to not make your own decisions only means that someone else is controlling you.
And she should know!
Yeah.
Tell me, who is the ruler here? Who made all of this?
Joker! No, it's not, though. I just said that.
What an odd question to ask.
Yeah, okay.
It should be obvious. Every member of the general...
Like I said, this is what the public wished for things to be easy.
Haven't you learned anything in school? The collective rule of the country is its people.
No, that's really nice. Like, especially from having Shido say it. it's like this is really all the threads of the plot. Like the whole structure of the plot, like really all coming together.
Don't lie out of your ass like that. I mean, there was a guard here earlier. That means someone's got to be looking out for you guys, right?
It's their own guards. That's what the shadows in palaces, like that's what the guards are. Like they're shadows floating.
But the guards are shadows of other people.
Yeah, it's like they're shadows floating through the collective unconscious that don't have, wasn't it something like this? That they don't have like a really strong attachment to something, so they get sucked in by stronger, like cognitive will or something like that.
But then shouldn't all of them be shadow guards if you look at it that way?
Well, no.
Like how does the shadows that are the guards differ from these shadows?
Maybe the other people aren't unconscious right now.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it because we've never done that before.
No, I don't know. I mean, if this is the general public, if the general public is the shadow here, then whose shadows are they fighting? Who are the guards?
Right.
I mean, cognitively, it's like these are the guards that the ruler of the palace wishes for.
Yeah, but who?
Well, that probably... I don't think you're overthinking it. I really genuinely don't.
Okay.
But I also think that we won't get an answer to that, and it probably doesn't matter.
Okay, fine.
You may be right. We are the ones looking out upon everyone else.
Alternately, you can also say that we are horribly overthinking it. But this is, what, episode 122? If you didn't know that by now...
No. So the ones who least want the prison to be tampered with are the prisoners themselves?
It don't matter what this guy's talking about. We're gonna erase all of Mementos anyways. Come on, let's keep going.
That is absolutely the right thing to do.
Yes.
Mona, the treasure's in the deepest part, right?
You know, if the palaces were caused by, or were representative, formed by, forget that precise language here,
right.
Of like a distorted desire, right? Representative of one, then this is the distorted desire of the public, which is to have a simple, easy life where everything is done, but...
Well, you don't have to exert effort.
But getting rid of this palace is the single best thing that can happen.
Yes!
All of this has to be stopped.
Mona? I do remember this place. I saw the humans in here, and realized I looked different than them for some reason. Right. That's when I started to think I wanted to turn into a human. Is that why you thought you would regain your true form if we destroyed Mementos?
Then again, it appears he is a shadow.
If he's a shadow, and we destroy Mementos...
Ouch.
Oh.
Well, no.
Didn't we already address that?
No.
Okay.
No, we've never talked about that. Well, if Morgana is a shadow, destroying Mementos isn't going to destroy Morgana.
That's true, because it's not like the shadows will go away.
But he may not be able to exist in the real world. Or he may.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, who knows? The rules are whatever they say they are.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm still missing a lot of my memories.
I mean, what's Igor? What are Igor's assistants? Why can they all exist? You know, Morgana has a persona, right?
Yeah.
And it's not the first time we've seen something like this, so...
But I know I started randomly checking a bunch of palaces.
So he was randomly checking.
Then my next memory is about that bastard Kamoshida's. Yeah. I'm starting to remember more.
What are you doing here?
Oh, go away.
We're flashbacking. Go away.
Guards again? And there are more of them this time.
Damn it. We got careless.
Let's run.
Our battle strategy in a nutshell.
Yeah, that's right. Run! Run!
I've discovered some.
Did you see that?
Catch them
What happened?
once.
Did you see what he did?
No.
Oh, he was like, rabba, 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 rabba. It's pretty excellent.
We can take him. Come on.
I know, I keep getting ambushed practically intentionally.
They just had to come piling out. Let's do this.
What?
Interesting that they've started doing that instead of us jumping us to a fight. But I guess since they're not mini bosses.
Yeah, that's it. Because otherwise they would be representative of the end of the episode.